So Purposecaping maps the 4 seasons of nature to your personal and professional rhythms. Each season brings its own purpose, its own energy, its own advantages, its own threats, and its own specific work to do. Quick overview of the 4 seasons and how they relate to you and your life and your purpose. During spring planting, you're experimenting, dreaming, launching something new. This is a season of intention and vision casting, but it's also a fragile time because new things are fragile and they require tremendous care and a specific orientation and approach to help them successfully take root. Now, once summer comes along, it's time to nurture what has taken root, what is strong enough now that it is really reaching towards its full potential for growth. So you're building, you're learning, you're sweating it out through the middle. Your stamina is tested, but so is your commitment. This is where you keep showing up day after day, doing some of the same things when it's not as exciting because you're not watching something spring forth from the ground, but you're also not kind of cashing in on the harvest. It's just the day in, the day out grind of growth. But it's critical if you want to get to a season of harvest. And so fall harvest comes next, which, I've been thinking a lot about because the first day of fall was a couple of days ago. And so whenever the seasons change, I'm always thinking about what lessons are there to teach and what principles can we bring to the forefront as we naturally observe, the planet regenerating, fading, going through its shedding process, going through renewal and birth. Like, how can we make sure that we are also giving ourselves the space and the grace to complete our seasons? So in fall harvest, it's time to pop your head up. If you are someone who has traditionally been a heads down doing the work, your fall harvest season is the time to look up and observe the results and the rewards of your hard work. It's time to reap those rewards, the visibility, recognition, profit, abundance. It's time to collect your fruit, but also prepare to release and let go. Now, winter rest, as I'm sure you know, you've heard me talk about the concept of repeatedly skipping winter, which I write about at length in chapter 4 of the Rest Revolution. But winter is the time to rest, but it's also a time to reflect, to assess, the last 3 seasons that have passed. What went well? What didn't go well? What am I going to let go of and release? And what am I taking with me in the spring planting season? So what do I want to repeat? What do I want to double down on? What do I want to swap out? What machinery needs to be replaced? What team members do I need to get on board? What needs to be renewed? What needs to be swapped out? Where do I need to come up with a new strategy because this is no longer working for me? What has expired? And what do I want to give a chance to potentially grow? Winter is the time that you think about all of that. You process all of that. You reflect deeply, you get still, and you face the truth of the past seasons so that you can make informed, empowered, authentic decisions about the path you will take in the next spring planting season. So you are not sitting still, but you are taking a beat and letting the ground rest from the seasons of growth so that it can restore the parts that have been depleted and you're ready to create again.